Hello, you're watching Monday edition of News Mongolia. Today is July 25th. For our top stories, girls are learning to write code and develop a program. The annual U.S. report on religious freedom in Mongolia issued. Families are using their 0.7 hectares to grow a different variety of berries. For other news, stay tuned. According to the Ministry of Education and Science, lately the number of graduates choosing IT and programming as a major has been decreasing over the last 5 years in Mongolia. Currently, 80 to 90% of IT and programming professionals in Mongolia are men. However, more and more girls are starting to choose a career related to information technology and programming.
This is Sundarya. She graduated from a secondary school in Ofs province. Now she plans to continue her studies in IT and programming, as she thinks that those technology-related professions have big prospects in the future and will be in high demand. Sundarya was selected as one of 50 girls out of 1,500 candidates to take part in the Girls' Code Writing program.
I am from Ofs province, the western remote area of Mongolia. Plus, I'm a girl. I was very self-conscious and insecure when I was considering this major, because there is a stigma in Mongolia as nearly all IT and tech professionals in Mongolia are usually guys. But after attending this course, I become more confident and think I can become a good professional and even compete with international specialists.
When it comes to Sovdar, she used to write code, but she didn't think she would choose this major, but now she has changed her mind.
Lately, technology has become an inseparable part of our life, so such majors and professions will be in high demand. I am planning to become a web designer.
According to the Minister of Education and Science, lately the number of graduates choosing IT and programming as the major has been decreasing over the last 5 years in Mongolia. However, it's forecasted that by 2025, 2/3 of world businesses will rely on innovative technologies and more than 90% of application programs will become cloud-based. And subsequently, the demand for program developers will grow by 60%. Therefore, Mongolia must pay special attention to preparing professionals who are in demand.
If there is a demand for IT professionals, we should prepare more professionals. We should support female engagement in IT and programming. We are noticing the demand and lack for professionals over the last couple of years in Mongolia. But this is not just a Mongolian problem. The international community is struggling from the lack of necessary IT professionals over the last 20 years.
In the future, because of the development of innovative technologies, it is expected that being competent in IT programming and code writing shall become a regular requirement for finding employment.
You can be a journalist or a doctor, but you still use a computer in IT technology to some extent. In the future, active professionals will need to learn programming and coding, and it will stop being something that is learned only by program developers.
Currently, 80 to 90% of IT and programming professionals in Mongolia are men. However, by promoting this profession among girls, they will have a positive impact on developing further in the sector in Mongolia and increasing the number of high-class professionals who will be in demand.
The U.S. report on international religious freedom has been issued. According to the report, the Mongolian constitution provides for freedom of conscience and religion.
The U.S. government estimates the total population was at about 3.3 million by the middle of 2021. The most recent national census conducted in 2020 reports that 59.4% of the individuals who are 15 years of age or older identify as religious, while 40.6% state they have no religious affinity. Of those who express the religious affinity, 87.1% identify as Buddhist, 5.4% as Muslim, 4.2% as Shamanist, and 2.2% as Christian, and 1.1% as followers of other religions. The majority of Buddhists are Mahayana Buddhists. Many individuals practice elements of shamanism in combination with other religions, particularly Buddhism. The majority of Christians are Protestants. Other Christian groups in the country include the Roman Catholic Church as well as the Russian Orthodox Church. The ethnic Kazakh community, located primarily in the far west, is majority Muslim. According to the report, the Constitution provides for freedom of conscience and religion, prohibits discrimination based on religion, and mandates the separation of the activities of the state and religious institutions. The law requires religious institutions to register with authorities, but provides little detail on registration procedures, leaving mainly local authorities to decide how to implement the registration. The law prohibits hindering the free exercise of faith, but limits proselytization.
Now let's have a look at our next story. In Mongolia, every citizen has a right to own 0.7 hectares. Families use their land in various ways. Some build a big house, while others get engaged in horticulture or farming. Notably, one household planted around 300 varieties of berry bushes and trees in their yard.
This year, the Tonglok family harvested 100 kilograms of gooseberries.
We planted 7-8 variations of berries. It's pleasant to have a garden full of berry trees and bushes as it creates a very pleasant fragrance.
They also grow apple trees, sea buckthorn, and cedar.
Of course, growing cedars requires a lot of work and care, but it's doable. We hope they will grow big and give us some cedar cones. We also grow a rare tree variety recorded in the Red Book.
Tonglok is economist, but after retiring 8 years ago, she started getting interested in horticulture and botanics.
This is all for our family consumption. For example, I'm experimenting with an almond tree. I have also planted apple trees. I'm getting quite experienced at it.
She says that it doesn't require a lot of finance to grow different species in the yard. Their family regularly takes part in garden and agriculture exhibitions and buys just a couple of seedlings each year. She says that just a few seedlings can grow into several bushes and trees.
I remember my father started growing raspberries in front of our house, and I guess I got the bug from him.
The family grows strawberries, sea buckthorn, and other berries in the yard. The next goal of this family gardener is to grow 3 seedlings that can contribute to the 1 billion tree campaign.
Now let's take a look at the currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. Here comes the weather forecast for the world's major cities. This is it for today. Thank you for staying with us. We'll see you tomorrow with more news updates. Have a nice evening. Goodbye.